out. They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. Coming with a vengeance. Black Messiah coming with a vengeance. They screaming peace, it ain't no peace. We prophesying in the streets. We seeking peace in the streets of Babylon. Brandishing Glock 40s, tucking heat like a carry-on. Sinning against the fathers, got me sleeping, not napping on. Christ the King revealed, this aerial phenomenon. Kicking against the bricks, lose your soul when that fire come. We purify better than gold, got my Bible on, and that's all that I know. When Babylon gon' fall, watch it blow. Ayy, switching it up, the nation's gon' drink it. I'm talking the cup, don't care what you thinking. Believe in the gospel, God is thinking. The fires of heaven gon' gather for dinner. To eat up the flesh, the wicked, the sinner. Your mama, your sister, your daddy, your cousin, you get their issue. If they mind, they don't repent.
How you doing, sister? You all right?
Okay.
Hey, they got a funeral down there?
Yeah.
What? Y'all know about that funeral down there? Okay, let me ask you another question. Why do we, you see a lot of death in our communities?
Just come around front.
Let me read Leviticus chapter 11, verse 6. Verse 7.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be covered-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So what's a swine? What is a swine?
Pig.
That's a pig. So you eat pork? You say like pork chops, chitlins, ribs. Do we supposed to eat that?
No.
I can't eat the blood pressure.
That's right, because it causes high blood pressure. It'll kill us. But we have some people that say they know how to cook it, right? That it won't do it to you. That's not so. Cancer,
Yeah.
heart disease, diabetes. Y'all understand? Gout, all these different things. How many people we know that die from this stuff? Do we know many people that die from it? My mama died from cancer. She had breast cancer. Guess what she did all her life? Ate chitlins, pork chops, so on and so forth. She left it like that. Read that again. Let's see what God says about that.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, and be covered-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
That's unclean to us. We're not supposed to eat that.
Right.
What about catfish? How many of us eat catfish? What about shrimp? We think that's a delicacy. Lobster. We're not supposed to be eating all those things.
Right.
They won't tell you this down in the Christian church. They won't tell you this in the Christian church.
Right.
Because all they want is your money. We ain't got no buckets out here or nothing. We're going to read out the Bible and teach you the truth.
That's
Read.
right. Of the flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch.
So we're not supposed to deal with them pigs whatsoever. Read.
They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters.
So whatsoever in the water's got to have what? Fins and what else? Scales. Fins and scales. Y'all understand that? It's got to have fins and scales. So does catfish have fins?
Yep.
Does it have scales?
Yep.
No. So can we eat catfish?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Catfish ain't got no fins. I mean, it's got fins, but it don't have no scales.
Right.
So we cannot eat catfish. That's unclean to us. Read it again.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
So it's got to have fins and scales. Does an octopus have fins and scales? We can't eat that. Does a shark have fins and scales? We can't eat that. Y'all understand that? So this is why we see in the black community people dying from heart disease. They're allergic to this. A lot of times if somebody eats some shrimp, they say their tongue go to itching or their throat to itch. Y'all ever heard that before? Because we don't supposed to be eating that.
Right.
We are not supposed to be eating that. That's why we dying from it, because we eating that stuff that the Most High God said is not for us to eat.
Right.
Those oysters and stuff like that, they built to clean the bottom of the ocean.
Bring it out. That's right.
They keep the waters clean. Y'all understand that? They not meant for us to take it and put some crab oil on it and some sauce and eat that. That's not for that. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all brothers back there. I see y'all just walked in. Y'all know y'all nationality?
Nationality.
The race. Give me Deuteronomy 1:1. Let me show y'all something real fast. Here you go, officer. Let me show y'all something. I want y'all, all y'all need to get this and understand this about who you are. Because they told us we was black, right?
Yeah.
Or they told us we was African American. Check this out. My daddy was born in 1944. On his birth certificate, what do they call him?
Negro.
They call him a Negro. I was born in 1974. Guess what was on my birth certificate? Say again? Black. Okay, I got a son that was born in 2008.
African American.
Right. So how can my daddy be one thing, I'm something else, and my son is something else?
Right.
They keep changing our names. But we're going to read out the Bible and find out who we are as a people.
That's right.
Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who is Moses talking to?
His people.
What's their name?
The Israelites.
Israel. So we're gonna be interactive. I'm gonna ask y'all some questions. Y'all ask me questions. So Moses is talking to the who?
Israel.
To Israel. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. We in the same book. We just went over a few chapters. So we understand that Moses is talking to the Israelites. Do we have that understanding? Moses talking to the Israelites. Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told the Israelites, listen, if y'all don't keep God's commandments, a bunch of curses going to come up on you and overtake you. That's what Moses told the Israelites. We're going to read some of the curses. Read verse 16.
Verse 16, first shalt thou be in the city.
Now what city are we living in right now?
Greenville.
Greenville. Who cursed in the city of Greenville?
Bring it out.
Who?
The Israelites.
The who?
The blacks.
That's right. Let's get some word that's easy to be understood at this particular time so everybody can get edified. So the so-called black, who live in the worst neighborhoods?
Black.
Who the first fired and the last hired?
Black.
Y'all understand that? Read that again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So in the sugar cane field, in the cotton field, who was picking cotton during slavery? We was. The Bible said it was going to happen to who? Give him a name.
The rebellious.
The Bible said it was going to happen to, who was Moses talking to in the Bible?
The Israelites.
The who?
The Israelites.
So Moses talking to the Israelites, but the same thing that Moses said was going to happen to the Israelites happened to who? So what does that make us?
That's right.
Read it. 32.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
So who children were sold on auction slave blocks?
The Negro.
Us. The Bible said that this was going to happen to the Israelites. We see that the Bible is lining up with our past, what happened to us, to our future.
Right.
Read verse 41.
Verse 41, thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Our children went into captivity. Right now, you can go into any neighborhood and the CDC will come in there and take your child and you can't get them back. And all you can do is cry about them. Y'all remember the movie Roots?
Yeah.
Django? When they took baby girl on Roots, what did the mama do?
She cried.
She cried. That's what the Bible said that was going to happen.
Right.
That's happening to the Israelites.
Right.
Give me verse 16.
Also on Roots when the doctor came to try to treat them slaves, what he said, do y'all know what y'all done did? You done stole God's chosen people.
Right, right. We are God's chosen people. Read verse 16.
Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
How do we get to this side of the world?
We sold
By who?
our enemies.
How do we get over here? What mode of transportation? Ships.
Jesus.
Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
How do we get over here?
The ship Jesus.
With ships.
With ships.
Yeah.
Just like you said, they named that ship the good ship Jesus.
Yeah.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
Yeah.
They named them that.
Yeah.
You understand that? Yeah. But that's how we got over here to this side of the world, by cargo slave ships.
That's
now,
right.
I'm going to ask you a question. Who is this right here? Who is this?
I can't say
Who is that? Who is this?
a pagan god.
I understand, but who do they say it is?
Say the white folks image of Jesus.
That's right. That's their image of Jesus. But what does Christ really look like? Now, when you go to church, whether it's a black church or a white church, when you go to that church, what do they have a picture of Jesus up there? Do they have a picture up there?
Yeah, they have a.
Do they have a picture of this man up there?
They have a cross.
Right.
Cross with a man on the cross.
Right. With a man on there, right? And what color is that man?
White.
Who they showing, man? Y'all seen the movie The Passion of Christ?
Yeah.
Y'all seen that movie?
Yeah.
What color was the man that was playing Christ? White. So that's inaccurate, right?
Yeah.
Give me Revelation 1. I'll show y'all something real fast. Revelation 1.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the Bible finna explain what Jesus Christ looked like. Revelation of Jesus Christ. Revelation, the root word of revelation is reveal. So the Bible is about to reveal what Christ looked like. Hold what you got right there. Give me 1 John 5 and 10.
Bring it out.
1 John 5 and 10. I think that's what I want. 1 John 5 and 10. Read that.
1 John chapter 5, verse 10. He that believeth on the Son of God hath the witness in himself. He that believeth not God hath made him a liar. Because he believeth not the record that he gave of his Son.
Because he believed not what?
Believe not the record that he gave of.
Believe not the what?
Record.
The record that what?
That God gave of his Son.
So God gave a record of his Son. We finna read it in the book of Revelation. Go to Revelation 1, read.
Verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs.
Go start at verse 11.
Verse 11. Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last.
Go back to verse 10.
Verse 10. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day.
This is John on the Isle of Patmos.
And heard behind me a great voice, as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
So Christ told John, what you see, write it in the book. This is the book he wrote it in. Read.
And send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia.
Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, does this man have white woolly hair? Does he have white woolly hair? Do you see that anywhere on those pictures? But this one do right here. This one got white woolly hair right there. Y'all see that, right? Read that. Read 14.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So the Bible said Christ's eyes was a flame of fire. What does that mean?
Red.
That was red. Now, what was Christ's first miracle? Anybody know? He turned water into what? He turned water into wine. So Christ actually drunk wine in moderation. And we know anybody, if you drank a little wine, what color the whites of your eyes gonna turn? Red. Red.
That's
Most
right.
of that, you see that in black folks. When the so-called white man drink whatever, his whole face turned red.
Right.
His blood shows forth through his skin. Y'all understand that? Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
It said his feet were like fine brass. What color is brass? Kind of brownish, brown, gold color. You see my skin right there right now. You see that skin? That's kind of brownish, gold color. But it said read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, sister, what color it turn? What color it turn, bro?
Bring it out.
If you burn anything, what color it turn? It turn white. Wait. Okay. Because if you burn white toast, what color it turn? If you burn white rice, what color it turn? What color was Christ? Black.
That's right.
Christ is a black man. Christ is a black man. Y'all need to understand that. We are the Israelites. We God's chosen people.
That's
right.
right.
Deuteronomy 7:6. I'm going to show y'all how special we are. Like, who the best lawyer? No, yeah, you're right. During our time, there was this man named O.J. Simpson. Y'all remember who was this lawyer? Johnny Cocker. What color was he? Who the best track star? Say Jesse Owens. Who y'all say? Usain Bolt? Carl Lewis? Y'all remember them? What color were they? Who the best boxer? Muhammad Ali. Some people might say Mike Tyson. But you understand what I'm saying? Who do the best at everything that they do? Who the best at it? We're going to read what? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Bring it up.
For thou art an holy people.
God said we are holy people. We separate from everybody else. That's why we can stay out here in this hot sun and nothing happen to us. We just get darker.
Right.
Y'all understand? But if those other people stay out here in this sun, what's going to happen to them? They're going to sunburn, but it's going to eventually lead to what?
Cancer.
So do you mean the sun don't like them?
No.
Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Are you telling me the sun don't like them?
It came from a cave.
They did what?
Came from a cave.
So the sun don't like them, right?
No.
We're going to find out who else don't like them. We're going to read about us just a minute. Read.
For thou art an holy people.
So we are holy people, a separate people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
So we chosen. Just like that shirt you got on. You chose to put that shirt on. You got some more shirts in your closet, but you chose that one. You got another hat at your house, but you chose that one. We are the who? Israelites. Read.
That's right.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
God said we special. Since when the last time somebody told you was special? Huh? It's been a long time, man. We telling you today that God said you special.
That's right.
The one that made the heavens and the earth, the stars, the moon, he said you special. He chose the Israelites. We are special people. That's why we do everything better than anybody else. If you give us an opportunity to do it, we're going to excel at it. Because we better than everybody else. And the Bible going to say it, read.
To be a special people unto himself above.
Wait. Did it say equal to?
Nah, he said above.
Above.
No. Did it say beneath? Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You hear how special you are? God said we are above all people on the face of this earth.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. You know that we have hair that defies gravity? Meaning gravity want to pull everything down, right? But what our hair want to do?
Stand up.
It want to stand up. It's just like these trees out here. It's alive. It's breathing. Now, what those other people hair do?
Lay down.
And what is that a symbol of? When stuff lay down, what it do? It's dead.
All right.
Y'all understand that? So we be like, oh man, I gotta try to pat my hair down. You pat it down, it jump right back up. You get out the bed and just stick it up everywhere. Our hair is alive. God made you special. Y'all understand that? These other people. Give me Genesis 25.
Bring it out.
Genesis 25. Now, we read in the Bible in Deuteronomy 28:68 that we was going to be sold to our who? To our enemies.
Bring it out.
To our enemies. So who brought us over here on them slave ships?
Our enemy.
So we're not being racist when the Bible said that these people are our enemies, right? Because friends don't sell friends into slavery.
Right.
Friends don't take your babies and give them to alligators for alligator bait so they can get boots and stuff like that, right? Friends don't do that to friends, do they? The Bible said these people are enemies. Y'all understand that? They have done all type of atrocities to us. We're going to read about these people. Read.
Genesis chapter 25 verse 23.
Bring it up.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
So the Bible, the Lord told Rebekah, it's 2 nations in your womb. 2 nations in your womb. Read.
And 2 manner of people.
2 manner of people mean 2 different people. 2 different kind of people. Read.
Shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
So it's going to be one people stronger than the other people. Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
So the oldest child going to serve the youngest child. These twins, this in the room, she got twins, right? But they not identical twins. What are they? Fraternal twins. Y'all understand that? Read.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red.
Now who red on the face of the earth right now? Who red?
White.
We call them white. But what color are they? That man, is he white? What color is his cheeks in there? What color is all that?
Yellow.
That's white. What is he? He red, pink. His blood shows forth through his skin. Read.
And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
His name Esau.
That's
Wasted
right.
away is he. He has no melanin. Y'all understand that? That's our enemy. All the other nations are our enemies also. The Arab, the Chinese man,
right.
These people don't care about us.
Right.
They sold us into slavery. Now, I want to show y'all something. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. Because who's the head of the house? Who's the head of the house in the household? All right. Now, why are we in captivity right now? Because we broke God's what? We broke God's law. So I'm going to show you a law real fast. I'm going to see how many of y'all going to keep this law. All right? Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So the head of every man is Christ, right? Christ is over man. Read.
And the head of the woman,
The head of the woman.
is the man.
So the head of the woman is who? The man.
And the head of Christ is God.
So we got God, Christ, man, woman, children. That's the order. Y'all understand that, right? Read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So if you go to church, if you go to church and you praying and prophesying, and you got your head covered, you got a hat on your head, you dishonoring who? God. So the word coming out right now. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people with their hats on their head. Read it again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
So y'all gonna dishonor Christ like that? You're supposed to have to do. Because if you go to court, to court, all praise to the Most High, man. Y'all took your hat off. If you go to court, what the first thing they're gonna tell you to do? Remove your hat off. That's honor. That's being respectful. Y'all understand that? Because the word, if you go down to church down there, what you gonna do? Take it off. Now keep reading. I'm gonna tell you something, Sister Reed.
Verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head.
So what you supposed to have on your head?
I had.
So the man's supposed to have his on. The woman's supposed to have, put your hoodie on, sis. All praise to the Most High. You're supposed to have your head covered. That way you don't dishonor your head. These are some simple things that we don't do that we must understand that we got to do to come back and keep God's laws. We got a school right down there in Jackson. Y'all know how far Jackson is from here?
2 hours.
Yeah, about 2 hours. How far Memphis is? About 2 hours. So y'all go to either one. We got schools that you can learn more. You can learn more. Now you told me, give me off Job 30:30. You told me it was some troubles in the Bible, didn't it?
Yeah.
What? You think the white man changed something in the Bible?
No, he really stole the artifact first. He went into Egypt first and stole all the artifacts.
What artifacts he stole?
He stole it.
I mean, what I'm saying is, what did he steal and put in his Bible?
He stole when they...
Because I'm going to show you something.
When they destroyed Babylon.
Read this right. Let me show you this.
The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30.
Now, y'all heard of Job, right? What y'all know about Job?
Job, he was just like,
What color was he?
He was black.
Let's read.
My skin is black upon me.
Job's skin black. He a black man. Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5.
Bring it up.
So, you saying that these people took this book and changed something, why didn't they take out that he was black? Because we just read that Christ was black.
Right.
We read that Job was black.
Right.
Let's read. Y'all know King Solomon? Y'all ever heard of King Solomon? Let's see what color he is.
Bring it up.
The Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely.
What he say? What color he is?
Black.
He black. So why they didn't take this out? Why didn't they take that out? Because everybody in this book, besides Esau, at that particular time was dark.
That's
Genesis 2 and 7. Let me show you something. Adam, the first man. We're gonna read on this. I'm gonna show you this. Read it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7.
Bring it up.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
Now, if I go over there in that grass and I kick up some dirt, what color that dirt gonna be? So what color was Adam? Y'all understand that? Give me Jeremiah 17:4. Jeremiah 17:4. I think that's what I want. No, 14:2.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
They black unto what?
They are black unto the ground.
They black unto what? Because Genesis 2:7 said that he formed man out of dust of the what? Of dust of the ground. The Judah born, the gay slaves, they are black unto the what? That means different shades of brown. That's what color we are.
That's right.
Y'all understand that? We the Israelites. We God's chosen people, so we must come back and keep God's commandments.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.